welcome to another episode of The Muscle Whisperer from Massage Warehouse with myself, Leora Sharp.
And me, Darien Pritchard.
Thanks for joining us today to find out a little bit about how you can get some self-massage, which is super important for the longevity of your career. Darien and I are very passionate about helping practitioners work for as long as possible. And I'm sure you'll agree with me strongly, Darien, that self-massage is the way forward.
Absolutely. And some of the tips that we'll be showing you today means that you can take 1 or maybe 2 minutes between clients. We're giving you tips here to work hands-free, to release particularly in these muscles in your forearm, the gripping muscles, the flexors, that we use so much of the time in massage. So it's a great way to release between clients, maybe taking just 1 or 2 minutes.
And that can be 1 or 2 minutes between sessions, 1 or 2 minutes while you're sitting and watching telly, while you're sitting on the bus, anywhere really that you've got a moment you can just get into your forearms and even your hands.
Getting massages as well for yourself is a crucial part of taking care of your body to maintain your career.
So let's jump in. I will demonstrate. Follow along with us, please, while Darien gives us some direction.
We're going to look at using 3 main hands-free tools in this session. The soft forearm, which is the bellies of the flexor muscles at the front of the forearm, the hard forearm, which is the ulna at the back, and the point of the elbow, one of the elbow tools. So let's start on our own forearm, working on the inner part of your other forearm, the soft bellies of the flexor muscles there. And you can slide forward a little bit by swaying forward. You might want to zigzag, taking your body a little bit from side to side, not a huge movement. Then as you're swaying forward, your working forearm will slide forward. So that gets us started. That's somewhat equivalent to using our palm on that area. Now if we turn over, if you turn your palm up so that you've rolled onto your hard forearm, the edge of your ulna, on your working forearm, still working on the flexor muscles of your receiving forearm, and that will give you a more specific, stronger tool to work there, including if you notice big areas of tension there. And at least it will give you more specific ways of pushing those muscles around. If you go down to the front of your wrist on the receiving side and turn back onto your soft forearm, and you can just put static pressure there, or you might just put slightly side to side, and make sure with all of these movements that you're swaying with your body, that you're not freezing up, so you're not working hard in your working shoulder of your working forearm.
When we teach hands-free massage, we have a major emphasis on how the work is coming from our body. It's not coming from our shoulder. And if I am working from my shoulder, it looks like this. So he was encouraging me to rather move from my body, and this is the effect it creates. So I'm not working so hard in here, and all the movement is coming from my hips.
And this, in fact, using your body and not working too much with your shoulders is a critical thing, whether you're using your hands or forearm. In recent times, it's really emerged that this is a potential problem, standing still and just moving your forearm. So moving on from there, we can use our soft forearm once more across our palm, and that works nicely on those muscles there, and even easily onto the front of your fingers.
As I'm working with my hard forearm here, Darien, and I use my body weight to get a little bit more pressure, I feel like the tiniest little bit of lean with my body gives a huge amount of pressure. So I'm realizing that I have to be quite careful, and that it can take quite a while to develop the skills of using this on a client's body.
So this is why we spend time building up to this, using the soft forearm, and then take time later in the training, in the second module, in fact, of our training, to spend a lot of time focusing on using the hard forearm. Because it's a stronger tool, you need to be more careful with it, and you need the foundations of using your soft forearm and applying them.
So I'm feeling how great this feels for me, and noticing how the tiny little bit of body weight I gives quite a deep pressure. And so for all of you watching, please be careful. If you do play around with this a little bit on your clients, just make sure that you're checking in and asking them for feedback if you do start using the hard forearm for massaging on your clients.
And then a further step from there, but only if you feel comfortable using the hard forearm, is to go to the point of the elbow, which is one of the potential tools around there to be used very carefully. But you can take it into the base of your thumb, as long as you're not hitting the metacarpal bone, the bone where the thumb comes off the hand, but working into your thenar eminence, the fleshy muscles at the base of the thumb. Let your hand of your working elbow be nice and soft, as Leora's is, not stiff and held up, but just floppy. And feel your way And this is really important to feel on yourself, to get a measure of that tool before you start even thinking about doing it on other people.
So really what we're guiding you here today is not only self-massage, but also giving you an idea of how strong these tools are when you deliver massage with them on your clients. So I feel I've now rocked into my fingers, Darien, on my elbow and even the back of my elbow, which feels quite great. So I've been working now with my elbow and maybe even the back of my elbow, which is a fabulous tool, into my hands. And I think now I feel like I need some massage here now, please. What should we do?
What you can do on the back of your forearm is to use your soft forearm again. So the underside of your working forearm, the soft side of it, the flat belly of the flexor muscles, and you can use that on the back of the other forearm, on your other wrist, and in fact on the back of your hand, because the soft area can spread and you can put pressure there and just ease them out. Where working with your hard forearm would be too much because you would be hitting bone against bone.
Yeah, that does not feel great at all. I'm going to stay with my palm down to keep access to my soft forearm.
Yep, so that will give you either sliding pressure or just stationary pressure on one area and leaning on, or easy sliding pressure. So there you have it, people. Just a taster of using some of those hard forearm tools, the soft forearm, the hard forearm or ulna, and elbow tool.
Which needs to be used with skillful sensitivity. Thanks for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you again.
And remember to like, share, and subscribe.